Any comparison? Beautiful. Thank you. Gracias. Get this thing, PG. If I ever find it.
So are you playing? Oh, good. How are you, honey? You look lovely.
What was that?
Tell me about your jacket.
Now I've already told you one.
It's too late.
It's dress.
So we roll up to LA and Ella started vomiting 20 minutes out, which is great. Felt better, went through immigration. She starts barfing into the bag at the immigration man who was like this. What? She then goes, sits down, sweaty. At this point we're a little bit concerned. Then we go downstairs. I said, let's go pick up the bags. Dave, go pick up the bags. Down and she doubles over in pain. And then we're like, this is not good. This is not good. And then, so we call the Qantas lady over and Dave's in the line, getting a little bit worried at this point. Dave's in the line and he's going, come out, come out. I'm like, no, not coming out. And then the lovely Qantas lady comes over and she goes, are you guys okay? And I'm like, not really.
The wine glass comes into the shot.
Not really.
Real professionally.
And then she goes, oh my God, we gotta call the paramedics. I'm like, call the paramedics. I don't care what the f you do, call the paramedics. And she's doubled over. I'm on the phone ringing my friend Lena to go, guess what, I'm not gonna make the plane. And I hear, Mum! And I hear the paramedic going, Mum, she needs to go on the dial. I was like, oh God, can't even make a phone call. Anyway, cut long story short. We then, some very hot paramedics come and take Mother. Will you want to come? I was like, okay. And then we go out the back, ambulance. I wanted to video it, but I couldn't. And that's the end of the story. We go to hospital.
Okay, good. So what happened to you in the airport, Mark?
So we landed about the same time as two Korean Air A380s, and unfortunately they got dibs on the gates at the airport first, and we ended up going off to a remote gate, which was just basically, I don't know, about 5 miles away from the actual terminal, and we had to shuttle on coaches. So you imagine a 747 full of people on coaches going over the terminal. Anyway, so two A380s worth of Korean Air flights came into LAX and filled up the lines first. So they were working through them, and then our flight came in, and it was only a couple of deep by that stage. They love to queue. Anyway, one other thing they love to do is play, I don't know, if you get in the queue, they like to rearrange the queue.
The ropes.
The ropes on the barricade.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were in there, and probably too deep, and by the time we got to the gate, they'd actually rearranged all the ropes in 50-metre lengths to be 6 people deep, like 6 rows deep.
Oh.
So it was about 4.5 hours to get through customs. That was... What is even more fun is coming back into LAX from Mexico. So we, and this is last time, but we were coming in, and the guy gives me the evil eye, he's got the machine gun. You know, you arrive here and they've got a baton. You know, that's the biggest threat you've got, a baton. You arrive back in LA from a Mexican flight, they got a machine gun and everything.
So we can expect that, can we?
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, he says to me, you got any cigars? Said, no, sir. You got any liquor? I said, yes, sir. What the hell do you pack in there? Tequila. I looked at it. He goes, this all you got? I'm just going to look through your bags. Okay, look through my bags. So I looked through the bags. Okay, get out of here.
The guy with the machine gun?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he was, the guy with the machine gun was standing next to the inspector.
Looks, gets Dave's passport, he goes,
Yep.
he goes, oh. And he goes, it's because of thee.
It's because of them.
It's like, I said, oh dear, type in your passport.
I had a really good photo in my driving license 10 years ago.
And when I went back to get one this time, the photo was exactly the same. So now I carry the two driver licenses together so I can show
Wow.
I'm very happy with it.
Got very drunk on the plane.
Well, the stewardess were nice enough to hang up my dress and his suit in their special little compartment. And then we had a few drinks and we forgot it.
And then we left her bag in customs and Mark brought it through.
In customs?
Yeah.
That happened?
Yeah, he brought your suitcase out. He's like, is this your suitcase?
Well, we got it there.
Did you got it back?
But in the end, it all
We
worked
got
out.
it.
In the end, it all worked out.
Oh, good.
Now, except, I'll tell you an after-wedding story.
Oh, okay.
Neil just left his wedding ring over there next to the pool.
I put it in a safe place.
No, he didn't. And then went to the store for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I just happened to go, oh, someone's got a ring that looks a lot like Neil's wedding ring. I know it can't be that wedding ring because he would not leave it just right over there by the pool, sitting all by itself. Sure enough,
I think he's in trouble.
it was the wedding ring.
I went to the store with Neil, and I better say something about that. Which is probably why Neil spoke to so many girls. No idea. They all held his hand, they checked that he was no wedding ring, and clearly he was single.
It was premeditated. He knew what he was doing.
A lot of people have told me you get hit on a lot more when you wear a wedding ring.
They do.
Why? That's
Because it's safer.